Patriots Europe has seen, and it's happening in Great Britain. Okay? Get your people organised, unify your countries. Enough is enough. The line in the sand has been drawn. We're being replaced no longer.
Tommy Robinson is facing potential jail time following a controversial event in Trafalgar Square. The event featured a nearly 2-hour film titled Silenced, which chronicles Robinson's legal battle with Jamal Hijazi, a Syrian schoolboy. The film, projected on large screens in central London, has sparked significant legal and public controversy.
Thousands of people have taken part in a far-right protest in central London this afternoon, led by activist Tommy Robinson. There's also been an anti-racist counter-protest nearby. Well, Sky's Martin Brunt joins me now. So, Martin, we've had these two rallies in London. It was made sure that they wouldn't meet necessarily, but how have things gone so far?
Well, Tommy Robinson, the far-right activist, had been urging his supporters for weeks to turn out today. He said it would be the biggest day of his life and of theirs, and a lot of people did respond. Something like 9,000 or 10,000 of his supporters marched through central London, a short march to Trafalgar Square. He said that this would be a day when the world would finally listen to their voice. Their main chant was one of, "We want our country back." It was largely peaceful. It's not over yet, but the police feel that things have gone without any huge incident. There were, amongst his group of supporters, though, some very offensive anti-Muslim chants. During the afternoon, we did speak to some of his supporters.
The government that's installed are not acting in the best interest of the people. They're not even listening to what the people want. So I want to know what can be done about that, because it seems like you can't vote your way out of it. Whoever comes into power, they just operate under the same agenda, it feels like. So the people don't have a voice. So I feel like this is the best chance that people have at having a voice, is coming to a gathering like this. But I'm still not really seeing what can be done about it. No one's talking about that. You know? I've already seen this film. I want to know what can be done. That's why I'm here.
Today's protest is about everyone's dissatisfaction with how we're being governed, to be honest. People are just fed up with not having a voice. I know there's a lot of people say that this is a racist thing and all that kind of thing, but I don't see that. I just see ordinary people who are just fed up and don't seem to have a voice.
There was a counter-protest, far fewer numbers, in their hundreds rather than their thousands. Stand up to racism, that was the general banner for those counter-protesters, carrying banners with slogans such as "No to racism, no to hatred." We spoke to some of their supporters.
For me personally as well, to feel more hopeful and to feel like I'm not by myself whenever I'm, thinking how scary it really looks like to be alive, like right now.
And we came from Eastbourne to make sure that, try and, show him that there is an opposition, and most people in the UK are anti-racist, and that immigration is important and a valuable asset to this back to the UK.
Robinson, whose real name is Stephen Yaxley Lennon, is accused of contempt of court for both producing and screening the film. In 2021, Robinson was ordered to pay Hijazi £100,000 for defamatory claims made about him. The film allegedly repeats these false claims, including accusations that Hijazi was attacking girls at his school. Robinson's actions have drawn criticism and legal consequences as he faces a High Court appearance on Monday. Despite the legal challenges, Robinson organised a Unite in the Kingdom march, which began at the Royal Courts of Justice and ended at Trafalgar Square. The rally attracted thousands of participants who waved Union Jack flags and chanted slogans such as "We want our country back" and "Rule Britannia." Some protesters were heard making offensive remarks against Islam, while others expressed strong anti-Islam sentiments. The Metropolitan Police deployed around 1,000 officers to manage the large crowds and maintain order. They created a barrier between Robinson's supporters and a counter-protest organised by Stand Up to Racism and Jeremy Corbyn's Peace and Justice project. This counter-protest, supported by the Trades Union Congress (TUC), various trade unions and groups like the Stop the War Coalition and Unite Against Fascism, marched from Russell Square to Whitehall. Despite efforts to keep the two groups separated, violence erupted. Two men were arrested on suspicion of grievous bodily harm after an attack on a counter-protester. The victim, a participant in the Stand Up to Racism protest, sustained a head injury and was treated by officers before being taken to the hospital. During the screening of Silenced, some of Robinson's supporters grew disinterested and chose to purchase alcohol or leave the event. However, the film's conclusion was met with cheers and applause from the crowd. Robinson addressed the audience, asserting that the trial against him was a test for the world to see the truth he claimed to present. He emphasized that if he were imprisoned, it would highlight his assertion of truth. The film's screening has drawn criticism from various quarters. Nick Lawless, director of Hope Not Hate, condemned the film as hateful and libelous. He noted that Robinson's actions were a blatant disregard for court orders and warned of the impending legal consequences. Hijazi's lawyer, Mohammed Akunji, criticised Robinson for his actions and suggested that further legal action might be considered despite Robinson's financial insolvency.
Cool, cool. Follow it. Never works, is it, silly?
You'd love to swim that now. You go get set up. Cool hit shots.
Have you seen him? Okay. Do you know where Tommy is?
Robinson has a history of legal troubles related to contempt of court. In May 2018, he was jailed for breaching a reporting ban by live streaming men accused of sexual exploitation outside Leeds Crown Court. When questioned about why the police did not intervene during the film screening, a Metropolitan Police spokesperson explained that they were unaware of the film's content in advance. The police do not have the authority to compel organisers to disclose film details before events. After learning about the situation, the police indicated they would review the incident to determine if any further action was required.
your friend, and I literally got to him and went, "This is your big brother." Grabbed him, he's still in it.
I saw that. I saw him sort of give a bit of a jump, but
yeah. I don't like using people's names in public because I don't know what name they use with other people around them.
right. How do you feel when they're doing all that stuff? When they're chanting like that as well?
I'm not wired properly.
Fair enough.
No, seriously, I'm not wired properly.
Right. I reckon we stopped at this lamppost when this geezer is here.
Come on.
Way you can go, but through Jesus.
I reckon we should. I don't, man? I think so. Let's shop a short scale.
We can, yeah. All right. Let's do it.
On the day of the event, Robinson claimed that 100,000 people attended the rally, despite Trafalgar Square's official capacity being just under 20,000. As the day progressed, some protesters, appearing intoxicated, clashed with police and were escorted away. Meanwhile, the counter-protest continued on Whitehall, with Corbyn addressing the smaller crowd. Protesters at this rally carried placards supporting various causes, including opposition to fascism and racism, support for trans rights, and Palestinian solidarity. The day's events also coincided with a trans pride event, further intensifying the atmosphere in central London. The police used their powers under the Public Order Act to manage and separate the opposing groups, aiming to prevent serious disruption and violence. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and for more content like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel.